high fever of American financial system and high fever in global economy. With mentioning of 2008-2009, the one thing that would have come in your mind is the financial crisis which emerges as infection from American mortgage-backed security and has resulted in collapse of the American financial system and subsequently severely affected global economy as a whole. In this context, let's see some of the commentary from RBI annual policy statement of that year. The global outlook has continued to deteriorate in the last quarter of 2008-2009, with projections for global growth in 2009 undergoing rapid downward revision. According to the IMF's March 2009 forecast, global growth is projected to shrink by 0.5 to 0.1% in 2009, in contrast to an expansion of 3.2% in 2008. The euro area, too, is in a severe and synchronized contraction. Reflecting sharp demand contraction, consumer price inflation has reached near zero in several advanced countries, raising concerns about sustained deflation on the way forward. Between 1990 and 2007, global trade grew twice as fast as global GDP. In a sharp reversal of this, trade as the engine of growth paradigm, in 2009, global trade is projected to shrink twice as much as global GDP. The crisis spread from advanced countries to emerging economies like India, as is now clear, through trade, finance, and confidence channels. The slump in export demand and tighter trade credit caused deceleration in aggregate demand. Reversal of capital flows led to reduction in supply of funds in capital market, mainly equity market, which has resulted in sharp increase in yield and capital losses and currency depreciations. In one line, we can say that MBS flu, which resulted in global liquidity tightening, led to lower external credit flows to emerging markets like India, and market rigidities and erosion of confidence led to a situation of economic downturn. So, funds market, goods and services market, exchange rate market in Indian economy were out of their natural equilibrium, which resulted in lower confidence of all market participants, which further magnified the disequilibrium of the economy.